Good morning, ma'am. I'm M. Rakshita from ITA section. My topic is about listening skills and strategies. Introduction. Listening comes first. Differences between hearing and listening. Definition of listening and listening skills. Importance of listening skills. Types of listening skills. Effective listening. Features of listening. Process of listening. Techniques of listening skills. Listening comes first. The first and the foremost communication skill that we learn in our lives is nothing but listening. Listening, speaking, reading, writing. Here is a flow chart about writing, speaking, reading, and listening. Listening is about 53%, reading is 17%, and speaking 16%, and writing is about 14%. Differences between hearing and listening. Hearing is simply the act of perceiving sound by the ear. Listening is an action where you choose to actively concentrate on what you hear. Listening is an action where you choose to actively concentrate on your hear. In listening, your brain processes the information into knowledge. Listening is not the same as hearing, and hearing is not the same as listening. Listening is not the same as hearing, and hearing is not the same as listening. What is listening skills? Listening skills are the ways to help you listen something more effectively. Listening skills are the ways to help you listen something more effectively. Importance of listening skills. An attentive listener stimulates better speaking by the speaker. A good listener learns more than an ordinary listener. A good listener learns to detect prejudices, assumptions, and attitudes. Communication is not complete without effective listening. A good listener learns more than an ordinary listener. Communication is not complete without effective listening. Types of listening. Discriminative listening, pretense listening, selective listening, attentive or active listening. Discriminative listening. It involves identify the difference between various sounds. It also enables one to differentiate between familiar and unfamiliar language. Active listening. Active listening is a communication technique used in counseling, training, and conflict resolution. It requires that the listener fully concentrate, understand, respond, and then remember what is being said. Pretense listening. It involves more hearing than listening. It means pretending through facial expressions that one is listening when actually one is not. Selective listening. It involves selecting the desired part of the message and ignoring the undesired part of the message. Effective listening. Effective or active listening is actively observing the information given to you by the speaker, showing that you are interested. It can also include providing the speaker with the feedback by asking relevant questions so the speaker knows the message is received. In active listening, it is important to learn to summarize and reflect smoothly without appearing to mimic or repeat back in a robotic fashion. Useful phrases are: as I understand it, what you are saying is, so your point is that. As I understand it, what you are saying is, so your is the point. Benefits of effective listening: enhances productivity, improves relations, avoids conflict, improves understanding, improves negotiation skills, helps you stand out, people will appreciate it. Futures of listening: listening is a mental activity. It improves the consciousness and concentration. It improves the consciousness and concentration. It is a skill as it can be improved by experiences. Nonverbal communication also helps in listening. Listening stimulates speaking. Listening involves paying close attention to the sounds that come in way of communication. Listening involves paying close attention to the sounds that come in way of communication. Barriers and benefits of effective listening: over or under reaching, stereotyped reactions, taking the spotlight, unsuitable responses, pretend comprehension, inapt nonverbal cause, complex responses, physical and cultural. Strategies: sit up and face the speaker. Sit up and face the speaker. Clear your mind and focus on the speaker. Watch, listen, be ready for when speaker beings. Be ready for when speaker beings. Listening: notice pauses that indicate something important. Notice speakers' emphasis on certain words, phrases, or sentences. Notice speakers' emphasis on certain words, phrases, or sentences. Active prior knowledge: relate what you hear to what you already know and your own life. Visualize what you are hearing. Listen for a purpose, to understand what the story about. Listen for a purpose. Notice body gestures that emphasize what speaker is saying. Notice body gestures what that emphasize speaker is saying. Thank you.